She need you in the nuts and called him in front of everybody.
No. She did what? Need your nut?
Need my nuts, bitch. I'm not playing with you either, man.
Weird Science wasn't just another teen comedy. It was a computer lab fever dream that shouldn't have worked. One actress took the role without reading a single page. The script was written in a weekend. Bill Paxton had a panic attack inside a latex blob. And the final kiss? It wasn't in the script at all. These are 17 weird facts about Weird Science. And the bonus, a TV show that lasted 7 seasons while John Hughes pretended it didn't exist. Plug in. This gets weird fast. Number 1. The entire movie came from a 1951 comic book. Weird Science wasn't an original concept. It was inspired by the EC comic story Made of the Future from Weird Science number 5, published in 1951. 2 teenage boys create a woman using science. Same premise, just decades apart. EC Comics was the same publisher behind Tales from the Crypt, the horror anthology that haunted a generation. John Hughes grew up reading those comics. When it came time to make his next film, he bought the rights legally and reimagined the whole thing. What was once a dark sci-fi cautionary tale became a teen comedy about 2 nerds with a computer. Even the title came straight from the comic series. Hughes didn't hide it, he celebrated it.
Quite frankly, they weren't having a very good time at the party.
Not having a good time?
Number 2. Kelly LeBrock took the role without reading the script. She was relaxing in France, fresh off The Woman in Red, with no plans to return to Hollywood. John Hughes wanted her immediately. He called. She said no. The studio panicked and tried model Kelly Imberg first. It didn't work. Imberg left after 2 days, citing creative differences. Hughes circled back to LeBrock. She jokingly demanded more money, assuming they'd walk away. They didn't. They paid it. Only then did she agree, and she still didn't read the full script. She figured John Hughes plus a cool title equals why not. She didn't fully understand the movie until filming started. Sometimes ignorance isn't a problem. Sometimes it's instinct. Number 3. Anthony Michael Hall turned down a franchise movie for this. He was offered National Lampoon's European Vacation, a guaranteed paycheck, a returning role, a big sequel. Hall said no. He turned it down to work with Hughes on something original, something risky. His choice broke the vacation tradition. Rusty was recast forever after. This became Hall's last Hughes collaboration. Whatever went wrong behind the scenes, creative tension, scheduling conflicts, egos, it's never been fully explained. They never worked together again. The partnership that gave us 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, and Weird Science ended right here.
If we're gonna have any kind of fun together.
Number 4. The shower scene was completely rewritten. The original script had Lisa undressing in front of the boys. More explicit. Kelly LeBrock read it and refused flat out. Her reasoning was simple. Lisa shouldn't be an object. She should be the one in control. Hughes listened. He agreed. The scene was rewritten into awkward comedy. Boys, fully clothed, terrified, standing in a shower with the woman of their dreams, and too scared to even take off their jeans. That rewrite shifted the entire tone of the movie. What could have been exploitative became empowering. LeBrock didn't just play the part, she protected it.
Good to see you again, Chet. Get out of here! Come on, take your little hussies home!
Number 5. Bill Paxton nearly had a panic attack inside the blob suit. For Chet's transformation, Paxton was originally supposed to operate the creature suit from the inside. It was tight, sealed, suffocating. The moment they closed him in, he felt trapped. Crew had to stop filming multiple times so he could get air. Paxton later described it as being buried alive in latex. The production team brought in little person performers to operate the suit, while Paxton provided the voice from outside. He still delivered the performance, the mocking laugh, the fly-catching tongue, the twisted bully energy. But inside that costume, it wasn't him. It was survival by proxy. Number 6. One entire scene was cut for going too far. There was a deleted sequence where Lisa hypnotizes and kisses a teacher. It was meant to be surreal, funny, absurd. When test audiences saw it, they didn't laugh. They cringed. It felt uncomfortable, not funny. The power dynamic was wrong. The tone was off. Hughes didn't hesitate. He scrapped the scene completely. It has never appeared in any released version. Not in theaters, not on VHS, not on DVD. It's just gone. Because even in a movie about creating the perfect woman with a computer, some lines exist for a reason.
You had to be big shots, didn't you? You had to show off.
Number 7. The bra on head gag was an accident. Mitchell Smith was goofing around between takes, putting a bra on his head as a joke, just messing with the crew, killing time, being a kid. Hughes saw it and laughed. Then he stopped. He didn't just think it was funny, he thought it was the movie. He wrote it into the shoot. That random moment became one of the film's most iconic images. Posters, promos, marketing, VHS covers, all from a joke that wasn't supposed to mean anything. Sometimes the best ideas don't come from the script. They come from the space between takes when nobody's trying. Number 8. The rocket and party chaos were real practical effects.
I have a feeling we're not going to approve, Henry.
The missile through the bedroom and the house-destroying party used real physical effects. No CGI, no digital tricks, just explosives, breakaway walls, and controlled chaos. The explosion was so massive it cracked a nearby garage and triggered multiple noise complaints from the neighborhood. It was risky, loud, and barely permitted. The studio didn't care. They got the shot. That's what mattered. In 1985, if you wanted destruction, you had to actually destroy something, and they did. Number 9. Robert Downey Jr. really was in the movie. Before fame, before Iron Man, before rehab and redemption arcs, Downey Jr. played one of the bullies, Ian, the cocky jock who tormented Gary and Wyatt. Many of his scenes were trimmed in the final cut, so he's mostly visible in group shots and background moments. Blink and you miss him, but he's there. It's one of his earliest film appearances, and a favorite trivia deep cut for fans who love pointing out future stars in their awkward early roles. Downey brought energy to the part, but the movie didn't need him yet. A few years later, the world would. Number 10. Hughes wrote the script in a weekend. John Hughes famously cranked out the first draft in 48 hours while working on The Breakfast Club. He didn't take a break. He didn't slow down. He just wrote. Messy? Yes. Unpolished? Absolutely. But original, chaotic, and bursting with ideas that didn't fit anywhere else. That breakneck pace defined the movie's energy. You can feel it in every scene. The speed, the improvisation, the sense that nobody had time to overthink anything. Some scripts are labored over for years. This one was vomited onto the page in 2 days. And somehow, it worked.
Okay, what about Lisa?
Number 11. Elon Mitchell Smith quit acting and became a medieval scholar. After a few more roles, he left Hollywood entirely. No big goodbye, no final press tour. He just walked away. He got a PhD in medieval literature, became a professor, and today he teaches at California State University, Long Beach. He publishes academic work on medieval studies and occasionally attends conventions where fans ask him about the movie. But acting? That was just a chapter. A short one. He's proud of Weird Science, but he's prouder of the life he built after it. Total career pivot. From teen star to tenured professor. Not many people make that jump. Number 12. Kim Mallon did her own stunt in the chimney scene. The pianist who gets sucked up the chimney at the end wasn't a stunt double in a wig. It was Playboy model Kim Mallon, and she really did it. She was attached to a scaffold, hoisted up into the chimney rig, and dropped into a pool via stunt rigging. It was dangerous, complicated, and required perfect timing. One wrong move, and she could have been seriously hurt. But she trusted the crew, trusted the equipment, and nailed it in one take. No hesitation, no second guessing. Just a Playboy centerfold doing her own stunts because someone asked, and she said yes.
To know that you wear a bra.
Number 13. Vernon Wells was basically reprising his Mad Max villain. The biker leader who crashes the party, credited as Lord General, is essentially Wes from Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. Same studded leather, same mohawk, same see-through tank top, same chaotic energy. It's not subtle, it's intentional. Earlier in the film, Ian even says people call Max Mad Max. Hughes wanted that post-apocalyptic insanity brought into suburban Chicago, and Wells delivered. The performance was so memorable, it led directly to his casting in Commando the same year. He went from Australian wasteland to American action hero overnight, all because he knew how to play unhinged. Number 14. The final kiss was improvised. Kelly LeBrock kissed Elon Mitchell Smith unexpectedly in the farewell scene. He was 14 and didn't know it was coming. His reaction: stunned, awkward, overwhelmed. That was real. LeBrock later said at a convention that he got carried away and used tongue. She had to pull him aside after and tell him, "If you ever do that again, I'm going to kick your ass." Mitchell Smith admitted years later the moment felt overwhelming, awkward, and oddly perfect. That's the take they used, not because it was planned, but because it was human. The film's final shot came from a surprise no one scripted. Number 15. The movie bombed before becoming a cult classic. Weird Science opened at number 4 at the box office. It made modest money, pulled in about $38 million worldwide on a $7.5 million budget. Profitable, sure, but not a phenomenon. Critics were mixed at best. Some called it goofy fun. Others said it was Hughes's weakest work. It didn't have the cultural impact of The Breakfast Club or the staying power of Ferris Bueller. But then, VHS happened. Cable reruns happened. teenagers discovered it in living rooms and dorm rooms across America. Slowly, quietly, it became a cult classic. Not because it was perfect, but because it was weird in all the right ways.
Talking about your system, idiot, your computer.
Number 16. The computer was real and functional. The Memotech MTX 512 used in the film actually worked. Tech consultants programmed real output screens, actual code, functional displays. That was rare for 1985. Most movies faked it with random graphics and blinking lights. But Weird Science wanted authenticity, at least in the tech. Ironically, the Memotech company went into receivership the same year the film was released. The computer that created Lisa couldn't save itself. Sometimes even functional tech can't survive the market. Number 17. The missile finale was added after test screenings. The giant rocket bursting through Wyatt's bedroom wasn't in the original cut. Test audiences wanted a bigger ending, something explosive, something that matched the chaos of everything before it. Hughes agreed. He added the rocket during reshoots. It cost more money, more time, more coordination, but audiences loved it. The finale went from quiet resolution to absolute destruction, and that's what the movie needed. Sometimes the best endings aren't planned, they're demanded. Bonus fact: Weird Science became a TV show, and Hughes wanted nothing to do with it. USA Network adapted it into a sitcom in 1994, nearly a decade after the film. It ran 7 seasons, 88 episodes, outlasting the movie's theatrical run by years. But John Hughes refused involvement. He reportedly disliked the direction, the tone, the sanitized, network-friendly version of his chaotic original. The show lasted longer than anyone expected, and way longer than the movie's theatrical impact. But without Hughes, it was just borrowing the name. He let it exist, but he never claimed it. Weird Science didn't follow the rules. It was messy, improvised, and written in 2 days by a man juggling 3 projects at once. It cast actors who didn't read scripts, recast roles mid-production, and let a 14-year-old get kissed on camera without warning. It bombed, then became a cult classic. It inspired a TV show its creator disowned. And somehow, 40 years later, people still remember the bra on the head. If this gave you a new look at a film you thought you knew, feel free to like and subscribe. And if there's a moment from Weird Science that stuck with you, drop it in the comments. Thanks for watching. And remember, anything's possible with a computer, a doll, and a little bit of lightning.